Good morning, guys. It has been long since I did a voiceover. So today I want to do a voiceover of what I'm doing. I want to start with laundry. It has been like 4 days without doing laundry, and being at home we tend to use more like a lot of clothes because of the gardening work or the outdoor activities. You might find that you have changed your outfit like twice in a day depending on the activity that you are doing. So I have like 2 loads I want to do today, and it is a bit chilly. Today is a bit chilly. Kajua kanatokea, kajua kanaenda. So I want to do, what I have is like 2 loads. My kids, they did their laundry yesterday. You can see there are some clothes in the hanging line just behind me. So those are their clothes. So for me, I had not done, and today I have like 2 loads. And I also want to clean or clear my backyard. It's messy. There's a fence there that needs to be like pruned or ikatakatwe, and that is the main thing that I want to do today. And at the same time, I also want to do laundry. Before I turn to the backyard, I want to feed this chicken. It's not my work to feed the chicken. It's my second born's chore to do this, and also collecting eggs. But currently they are the ones that are washing the breakfast dishes with the firstborn. So since I'm outside, I'm going to feed the chicken and give them some water. And I've seen there are no eggs. Today there are no eggs. So the kind of chicken that I'm keeping ni zile za mayai tu. Ni zile half kienyeji, half hybrid. So na si free range because I've not fenced my compound. Naona kama okay, huwa zinapotea na zinakuliwa na mbwa, so sija fence, so that wanafidia tu hapo, like kama hata ni greens na wapatia hapo ndani. Now that it has been raining, I've been receiving some rains. This part of the yard is like there's a bit of soil erosion because when we were building our house, we had to excavate with a tractor. It was slopey and we had to get flat ground. So much of this soil, like where the chicken coop is or where the dog kennel is, like this part of the yard that you see, ni mchanga iliekelewa and then ikakuwa leveled. So this soil is not stable kabisa. When it rains heavily, much of it is washed down the slope, and that's why if you're new to my channel, there's a trench just behind the chicken coop where all the waters that imetoka upper compound gets collected there, because initially it used to wash that kitchen garden. My kitchen garden, again, if you're new here, is just behind this compound hapo chini. just down there. So this soil gets to be carried somehow into the trench. So currently we are working on a project and we are really hoping that his soil itaacha kubebwa. That's why you have seen I've not done any landscaping, because ni kama zero work tu. Ukinyesha tu maji yanabeba mchanga, ukinyesha maji yanabeba mchanga, which is really hard, guys. It's really hard. I'm not discouraging anyone from building or putting up a house in the countryside, but starting from zero, guys, it's not easy. Anyway, these are bananas that zime overripe, the ones for cooking. Na tumekula bananas, so hizi nimedecide I feed the chicken. And also I had planted butternuts. So the ones ambazo they had been like zimeanza kurot in the previous harvest, we are feeding the chicken little by little hazijaisha, but much of them we were able to sell, and it was a good project. So these ones I'm just going to feed the chicken inside their house. Okay, I feed the chicken anything that I find. Remember, guys, the goal is of sustenance. Yes. Somebody had, I can't remember the name, that they have a homestead, or they have land in the Ushago or in the rural area, but they're afraid to go and settle there, and they were asking for an insight. So if you are new to my channel again, or if you're viewing or you're watching this video and you have those kind of thoughts in your head, I'm not going to lie to you. Again, starting in the rural area, it's hard, but I guess it goes with how you have prepared yourself. Like the advice that I gave is you could be frequenting that place if it's not far. You start with planting just things in the farm if the compound is larger. It's also easy to plant a fence as early, so that by the time you go and start building, you already have privacy. Like for us, we didn't have that luxury of putting up a fence or fruit trees or the landscaping part of it. Yani beautifying that area before you start building, because there are some people who have the luxury of doing it at their own pace. As we didn't have that luxury, we built in a hurry. So even planting things to do with fruit trees, or like bananas, cassava, all those things we had to do after we have built. And when we were building, since it was in a hurry, our minds were not settled. Hata mambo ya chakula tulikuwa tunafikiria, mambo ya farming haikuwa kwa akili. We just needed somewhere to put our bodies. And our kids' bodies, that's how desperate we were. Really, really desperate. So if you're there and you have the time, instead of getting to a point where you're building in a hurry, you could start slowly at your own pace, which that is what we had planned. But guess what, guys? Mungu alikuwa na plans zingine. God had other plans. Na tulipelekwa teke kama gari ya miraa. So much of my compound is muddy, especially the backyard. It's muddy. So a few months ago we bought these pavers, second-hand pavers. Now we put them here, like you can walk on from the back side of the house, like from the kitchen door ile nyuma to the outdoor toilet, so that you don't step on mud when it rains. So hizi pavers tukazieka. So again, if you're new to my channel, we have installed these pavers on this side and the other side where we have the hanging lines. So we are doing project by little bit by bit, and then after we got the right of thieves in our house, which you see where I'm working on, that is the part they were able to access the compound. Hatukuwa tumeka even barbed wire, like I could step from my side of my compound and ninaingia kwa neighbor. So I think the thief saw that and they're able to access the compound, and because hatukuwa, sometimes you are not with it, like when we are at work hakuna mtu nyumbani, so akaingilia kwa dirisha, they're able to access the house from the window. So again, it's another threat when you are in a rural setup and you are not one of them. I think that's the reason we are not one of them. We are newcomers in their area, so lazima tulikaribishwa vilivyo. So they're able to access the house and they got away with a few things, and which gave us a scare, because again si mzaliwa wa hapa, you've not been born here. If it is the town setup, I think it's a bit easier because majority of you are newcomers, but in a rural setup where you are the one who has bought land in their neighborhood, somehow you feel you don't belong, especially now that you have stayed for like 2 years 2 months. Na huyo mtu aliiba. Okay, it's like a long story, but it was really a bad scare. So anyway, you can see there's some seedlings, like for the flower hedge or a fence hedge that nime plant so that it can give us a bit of privacy from this side of the compound. The other thing that we are working on is having CCTV. After we are done with the project that I've told you that you are working on, we are going to install CCTV, which will make things easier for us, especially when you're not around, and also just a bit of security and kujiamini too. Yeah, I think it will play a very big part, and some friends have come along. They have really helped with the installing of the CCTV. I'm really grateful for those friends. And you guys, you never know, the universe has a very weird way of working out things. Sometimes you worry about things, but there are others who are worrying about those things more than you, and things work out for you. I think the best way is not giving up. Exactly, not giving up. Putting your best foot forward. Sometimes you'll get back clashes, utarudishwa nyuma kiasi, but forever and forever, just put your best foot forward. Like here, I'm working on these fines. Today Mr. Fixer is not around, that's why you're seeing me doing all this work. They are held up in his workplace. They are held up for a whole week. So this week it's me working on this homestead, because again we are on let me say holiday vacation, vacation. Can somebody pay for me for vacation? Because since I resettled here, oh my goodness, hatujapumzika. We need a vacation and somebody has to pay for it. But anyway, tumefunga shule, and that's why you're seeing me working on the compound, because again, when we are at school, we don't get time to do all this. This is my neighbor's fence, and it tends to overgrow and post a shade on my side. So frequently or oftenly we tend to, or we have to trim it from our side. And I wish I had a goat, because goats love this bush. I don't know what it's called, but goats love this bush. I really wish I had one So after I cut, imagine I'll just go and compost it. So it tends to overgrow. Overgrow even sifiki kule juu. I'm not able to reach up there. Yeah, we have to use a ladder, and I'm not good with ladders. So Mr. Fixer, later on he'll come and trim it on up there. Yeah, well, because I've already trimmed down the downside part. From this side, you can clearly see these papers are running from this door in mlango wa nyuma where I have the laundry up to the outdoor toilet, because the target was if it rains and somebody or a guest wants to use the outdoor toilet, they won't have to step on the mud. But the rest of the area is muddy. It really gets muddy when it rains. So what I do to make things be easier for me is I work on the compound in sections. Like I can say this week I'll work on the back side, or naruka siku mbili I work on the other side, because you cannot work on all those sides the same day. I'll get tired. So today that's why I've decided to work on the back side, because it was one that was messy. Maybe after a few days I'll work on another side. That's what keeps me going instead of working on the whole of the compound in one day. I divide into sections.
But
the other thing that has been really hard is when, of course, with a muddy area or wherever we have soil, when it rains, this area tends to grow weeds all the time. So that's why you are seeing me nikitoa weeds. Kukinyesha tu kidogo, weeds grow, and you can imagine a compound with weeds, it really looks unkept. So with, since you're yet to do any kind of landscaping, hatujakaribia kumalizia mambo ya landscaping, so frequently when it rains, we have to frequently keep uprooting weeds on this part of the homestead because they keep on growing. You can see like here, just behind the back door, they grow. Okay, like you can uproot today, within a few days zimemea tena, which is really hard, but we have to keep on uprooting. Aliweka video kwa laptop yangu. Ilikuwa na audacity. Na nikadhana nimeona. Anaanza ajili ya kitu. My first load is done. I normally run 45 minutes load. Yeah, of course with one time. So mine, most of the clothes, because they are mixed, in a set mix up. Kama ni mix inakuja ni 45 minutes. Then after I'm done, I'm going to put the second load. It said I have 2 loads for today.